My name is Julia Grimes. I'm the director of the Child Life Program at the University of New Mexico Children's Hospital. And I love GUND bears. I can't tell you. We receive them for our children who are sick. We have 143 beds in the hospital, and we are the only level 1 trauma center in New Mexico. So we see kids who are in dire need of having something to hold and comfort them, and these bears are the answer. Child Life is a program that helps kids, patients, and their families cope with being in the healthcare setting. Hospitals are incredibly scary places with lots of strangers poking and prodding and doing painful things, and kids do not feel well. And so what we try to do is support children by letting them be children and they come down to our area. We have a large playroom and a media center, and they can be kids. And what we do, which I think is wonderful, is that the doctors and nurses are not allowed in there unless they want to play. They cannot do painful procedures on children. They can't even listen to a heart, because all that does is get the child next to the patient anxious. Like, if they're doing that to him, what are they going to do to me? So we really try to help kids who come into the hospital leave at the same developmental level they are. And if you look at the literature, the pediatric literature, it's very common for children to regress when they are sick or in the hospital. So that's also where these bears come in, is that they can be a touchstone for these children. And I can't tell you how many times I see just kids coming down who have gotten a bear, and they're hugging it. It's sitting on their IV pole. It's sitting in their wheelchair. I mean, it is a part of who they are in that setting. And so they're beautiful. They really are. They're quality. I know this is what I want to give. If I give anything to our patients, this is what I want to give. The GUND bears, she has several sizes, so she's got littler ones for the smaller kids to be able to hold on to. The larger ones work, with an older, a school-aged child. And they're soft, they've got incredible faces, and they're safe. I mean, there's not parts on here that a child they're so well made, and that's what I worry about with some of the other ones that we see, that a kid could choke on a piece that would come off the bear. And so they're just, they really are just quality, well made, really well made. The teddy bears, no matter how they arrive, are, I've watched my staff make decisions based on who that patient is, if it's a girl or a boy, and how old they are and why they're there. And they will pick the bear based on that patient's needs. And even if they're a boy and they're 10 or 11 years old, we give them a bear. I mean, these bears work for all age groups. And I have a story about a child who, we not only work with the kids who are sick, but we also work with children whose parents are sick. And so this child's parent was critically injured, and he was just so lost, and there was just a lot of uproar around the whole event. And so the first thing we gave this child was one of Donna's bears. And everywhere this kid went, everywhere, he had that bear clutched, in his hand. So, it obviously was so important and was comforting to him. And helped him get through a really traumatic time in his life.